Hello, beautiful people. I'm here with my laptop. You might ask, why am I here with my laptop? Because I have this fun challenge to talk about. So, in this video, I took a challenge of becoming a main character, of pretending like I'm a main character in a rom-com movie or in a wattpad book, basically. So, I did that. I pretended this for 7 days, okay? And what did I do and what effects it had on my mental health and on my reality? That's all you're going to see in this video. I'm so excited, you guys. Okay, so first of all, if you don't know, why am I panting? I ran over here literally. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Okay, if you're new here, I'm Nehal and I film book videos, vlogs, basically do challenges. I do fun stuff on this channel, okay? And check out my main channel if you are someone who's interested in self-improvement, in manifesting and all of that, then spiritual things, then my main channel is all about that. Okay, this channel is all about fun, by the way. First of all, we have to understand what a main character is, okay? So for that, I took help of Chatgpt basically. So I put on this prompt and I was talking to Chatgpt. So this is not entirely coherent. By the way, this is my bracelet, but I'm wearing it like this because I love wearing it like this, okay? So this is my prompt that I used and I was speaking into it. So I said to ChatGPT that, can you build a character for me? So this character is basically a girl from a Wattpad story or a girl from the rom-com movie where literally everything happens for her and doors open for her, like literally her life is magic and everything is best in her life, like that. So can you build that character for me in depth, where you would tell me how she dresses, how she thinks about herself, how she thinks about her friends, what is her friendship, love life, like how she connects with other people and how other people behave towards her, how much money she makes, what job she does, and everything. Basically, I wanted to know about this character because I was going to become this character for a week, right? For 7 days. So I need to understand who this girl is, how she behaves, and what she thinks, and all of that. So ChatGPT gave me a detailed answer. ChatGPT also gave this character a name, but I'm just going to call her Nehal Patel because Nehal Patel is the main character, right? Okay, so appearance and style. She has that soft, glowing beauty, the kind that turns heads effortlessly. Her skin is dewy, her hair is always perfect, even when she wakes up, and her eyes sparkle like she knows something the rest of the world doesn't. Okay, so I want to touch on the fact that I don't care how my skin is in comparison to this or how do I dress like, but I was only going to pretend, I was going to think that I was this girl, that I was the main character. Okay, so it's all about thinking, pretending, assuming. Okay, um, she dresses in an expensive, effortless way. Think silk slip dresses, oversized sweaters that slide off one shoulder, dainty gold jewelry, dainty gold jewelry, and heels that make a satisfying click when she walks. I cannot wear heels because I live in Canada and it is winter. If I go in heels outside in the snow, I would slip and probably break my neck. So I'm not wearing heels, I'm wearing snowshoes, okay? But I have the main character energy. It's all about energy. She smells like vanilla and jasmine, the kind of scent that lingers in a room even after she's left. So I don't have to put on perfumes. I don't put on perfumes in real life or deodorants or anything like that. So what I did was I just assumed that I smell so good. It's all about smelling good, right? So I was like, I smell so good. So whenever I pass by people, they notice me. They notice my presence. That's the idea. Friendships and social life. She attracts people effortlessly. Friends adore her not out of jealousy, but because she makes them feel like they are special too. She's that type of friend who texts, wear the red dress. Tonight is going to be magical. And somehow she's always right. She doesn't chase friendships. People want to be close to her. So there is no desperation at all. Her friend group is a mix of chaotic best friends who drag her into adventures and ride or die girls who would kill for her. Love life. Men fall for her like they have no choice. The mysterious brooding guy, he's obsessed. The charming golden retriever type, he'd marry her yesterday. She doesn't chase, she chooses. And yet, romance always finds her. The barista gives her free coffee just because. Strangers leave notes on her napkins. The love of her life meets her in a way that feels written by fate. like spilling coffee on his shirt or reaching for the same book in a library. She's adored but never overwhelmed. Okay, it's not like people are stalking her or something like that. It's like people admire her, they appreciate her because she just knows her person will be the one who matches her energy perfectly. See, she is not desperate. She's like, I know everyone likes me, I know everyone loves me. I'm going to choose who I love. Okay, I'm not just going to like be with the person, the first person who shows interest in me like that. How others see her. She is captivating. Even people who want to dislike her end up enchanted. Some people call her lucky, but deep down they know it's more than that. She's just meant for this kind of life. She inspires without trying. Girls want to be her best friend. Guys either want to date her or write songs about her. Even strangers on the street feel like they have just brushed past someone important. Here, note this thing, someone important. So even when I was walking on the street, I was thinking, I am important. I am the main character. How she moves through the world. Doors literally open for her. She never waits in line. Her flight gets upgraded just because. She finds money in her coat pockets randomly. The universe arranges things perfectly. Rain starts right after she gets inside. The last dress in her size is always waiting for her, and she somehow always stumbles into the coolest of events. She's lucky, basically. Life bends to her whims and she moves through it all with a soft, knowing smile because, of course, it does. So, I am going to start a collage of videos where I'm going to tell you all the things about what happened to me and how I changed my mindset from day 1 to day 7. The whole week, I'm going to be thinking like I'm the main character. I'm the main character, and for that, obviously, I'm listening to main character affirmations. I'm not listening to this every day, by the way, some days, and even then I didn't finish it, the whole thing, like it was like 25 minutes or something. Main character definitely dances listening to the song, looking at her in the mirror. That's what I have been doing. I found a main character playlist. I'll include it, down in the description box. And also, a main character definitely has a nighttime skincare routine, which I don't have, but I'm going to. Actually, I have a dermatologist friend and she gave this to me as a gift, but I never really applied it. So now I'm going to. It's not expired, so great. Day 1, I had trouble sleeping last night, I guess. Yeah, and after that, I ended up falling asleep at one point, and I woke up and I was like, I need to get into the mindset of the main character. So I listened to a Rampage, which is affirmations, main character affirmations. I'll link it down below. It's 30 minutes long, but I listened to it for 10 minutes or so. And yeah, obviously I woke up late, but that's okay. I'm not mad at myself at all because I'm a main character. So it's yeah, even if I wake up late, everything is going to go my way. I just know that. So okay, so I decided this last night that I'm going to pretend to be a main character, and I was like, I'm the main character, and that's how I fall asleep, When I woke up, I think the night itself, I saw that my video was going viral on my new channel. I remember I only had like 125 subscribers or so, but at night it was like already 150, I don't know, 140 subscribers, and I woke up and the video is even more viral. Like it was 1000 views at 15 hours, and now it's like 2.7k views in one day, which is amazing because I only have 150 subscribers. This is amazing. So I'm making sandwich, cheese, butter, 2 types of chutney that I made by myself, and also like mashed potatoes. And this is the sandwich grill I'm making. I'm using these type of cheese, like I think it is called cheddar cheese. And I just know it's going to be yummy. It has to be. Like I'm putting such good ingredients, also like butter. Look at this sandwiches, and I made raitu, which is made up of curd, as you know, dahi, and then those 2 type of chutneys. So it has mint, coriander, and green chili flavor, and also some salt. So it also tastes a bit sour, but it's like very nice. How can I show you guys this? But can you see this? This is the bread sandwich, and this is the cheese. Can you see that? Oh my god! And all the flavors. Oh my god! Oh my god! It smells so good. I'm literally speechless. It's so good. I'm literally speechless. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so good. Let me try dipping in this one, okay? I don't think it can get any better. I mean, it's so good. With this raito, it tastes perfect. It tastes perfect. It tastes like heaven. Literally, it tastes like heaven. You're here, you guys. I was looking over here. Literally, this tastes like heaven. Oh my god, I cannot wait to devour all of this. All of this. With this. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I need water for this. Last night was honestly way too much for me because I was on the verge of tears. I had a meltdown. Generally I feel good about myself, okay? I am confident. I know what I'm doing. I'm smart. I don't have huge self-esteem issues as such. But last night, because I was pretending to be a main character and I don't actually believe that I'm a main character, okay? And maybe that's why I had a meltdown and I thought that I'm not where I want to be in my life. Like, I want more. And it's not in a greedy way, but in a way that I felt like I wasn't enough. I am not a main character material, kind of. This is what I have gathered why this happened. It's because I am changing my inner thoughts. I'm not just pretending to be a main character, but I'm actually telling myself that whatever problems I have, whatever is going on in my life, I'm like, I'm a main character. I'm a main character. I'm the main character of my story. I'm literally the main character of this rom-com movie that is my life. Okay, I'm the main character. And I was listening to main character affirmations. I listened to it again this morning and I'll link it down in the description box. I'm literally changing my inner thoughts. What I actually think repeatedly about myself, I'm changing that. Like, I'm the main character. Like, I deserve the best things in life. Like that. Like, because, like I said in the beginning, what this main character is that she literally gets everything in life just because she exists. That's it. It's not like she's working hard to get something. No, she's just lucky like that. Okay. So I'm changing my inner thoughts, and maybe because of that, I really felt like I needed to cry because I literally felt like I was, not to be morbid, not like I was dying, but like I felt like I was releasing a part of myself. Like, I'm not that person anymore. I am this person. I am the main character. Maybe that's why I cried. But I wouldn't say that I had a bad day yesterday because I was just fine until I had my lunch and then I went, had a really good nap. Then I started reading my book, had the best time. I was reading. The funny thing about me reading this book is that this book, it's called Mile High by Liz Tomford. In that book, also the main character, the girl, was going through a lot of things. Like, she was um, having many body issues and like self image issues, and she didn't really like herself, she didn't really love herself. But in the end she finds herself, she stands up for herself and she becomes confident, which was really emotional for me to read. And also, like, I felt like if this girl can do it, who was literally the main character of a romance book, I feel like I can do it too. So I woke up feeling a lot of hope. I listened to the main character affirmations again, and now I feel really good about myself. One more thing that happened is I finally hit 200 subscribers on this channel, which is amazing because it hasn't even been 1 month since I started this channel, really. And the last video that I posted already has like 4.5k. It's like 4,500 views already. And this is a new channel. So I'm feeling really good about myself and all of that. And one more thing I'm really confused about is that I was really confused about was I'm going to move to another um, house because we have to. So I'm going to move to another house, and I'm not sure if I'm going to move next month or after next 2 months. But a lot of things are changing in my life. I'm going to finish my studies, like my post graduation course is going to finish in April. So from May onwards, I would not have to study. I won't be a student anymore. That is changing. I'm going to move to a different house. That is changing. A lot of things are changing outside my life and also inside my mind, which is making me emotional and all. But I also feel like, why are you guys so far away? But I also feel like everything is happening for me because literally I'm the main character, right? Day 2, you guys, major update. Well, I was exceptionally productive yesterday. I do talk about quiet productivity in my channel. I have 2 assignments. They are due like 5 days away, but I like to do things in advance because I have my own business, so I have lots of work to do. So, in that case, if I finish my assignment early, it just makes me more calm, basically. So that's why I wanted to do this assignment, but I had no inspiration, like zero motivation. Didn't want to do it. And then what happened is that generally I force myself to do it, and I am completely miserable while doing it. And when I get it done, I feel burnt out, That's what happens. But yesterday what I did is I remember I was in the washroom, like I was in the bathroom here, and I looked in the mirror. My mirror is in front of me, and I looked in the mirror and I was like, you are the main character. You are the main character. If you don't want to do the assignment, don't do the assignment. It's okay, do whatever you want to do. And then I was like, the first thing that came to my mind was like, I want to read my book. I'm reading The Right Move by Lee Stormford. If you like romance books, this book is for you, really. So I was reading this book and I was having the best time. And then I think I read for an hour or so, and then suddenly I was like, I want to do my assignment. Like, I was motivated, I was inspired, not just like motivated, but I was like deeply inspired from inside to do this assignment. And I was like, yeah, let me just do this assignment. And when I started doing the assignment, I was reading the instructions. I was like, I just want to talk to my friend. And then I just talked to my friend. And then I read the instructions and did the assignment in half the time than I would do generally. This is the secret to productivity, you guys. Just do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. And believe that you are a main character. To be honest, I really don't believe that I'm the main character, but I'm listening to the main character affirmations every day, and it is like really helping me. And randomly throughout the day, whenever I have any issue coming up, like anything that makes me feel stressed, I'm like, I'm the main character. I'm the main character. Like, doors open for me. Everything is going my way because I'm the main character. Like, this life is literally my movie. Like, this is literally my life. Whatever I think happens. Like, like that. I was like thinking I'm the main character. One more thing that I forgot to update you guys. On day 1, I wrote something in my book as well. Like, I wrote a very important scene in my book that I was actually procrastinating about, but that day I just wrote it. And I'm so proud of myself. It's funny that on day 1, I was updating you guys and I only focused on the meltdown that I had, that I almost cried, and I felt like a loser, to be honest. And I only focused on that. I didn't tell you guys that I actually wrote my book. The book that I'm writing is 80% done, the first draft, and I'm so proud of it. It's also a romance book, by the way. I think if you know me from Instagram, then you already know what is happening. This made me realize that we focus on the bad parts more than the good parts. So this main character challenge is making me focus on the good parts more. No. Hope you can see this. Is this even real? So beautiful. Guys, I made sandwiches again with this raitu, but I didn't add like mashed potatoes, cheese and some sauces, and I added some fenugreek or methi, as you can call it. But yeah, I'm so excited. This time I added cheese, the cheddar cheese slice. I added some methi. Then I added mint sauce, mint chutney that I prepared. Then I added the green chili and coriander chutney that I prepared, and I added some butter as well. Yeah, that's it. And I made this raitu. This is delicious and this is so easy to make. I just like tried this and it is delicious. So good. I feel like I'm in heaven. You guys, Yesterday was the first time that I felt like I was living in the present moment, like, for the first time. And I was enjoying the snowfall. I'll insert the clip. But it's like, I remember I was literally looking at the houses and the snow falling from the houses, and you know how the melted ice looks. You must have seen it in Tom and Jerry. And it looks so beautiful in real. And I don't think I ever noticed it. This is my second winter in Canada, yet I didn't like romanticize it, I would say, the snowfall, and I really enjoyed it. Also, I made a significant amount of money. I made a lot of money, I can say that. This morning I woke up and I was like, I want to exercise. And I exercised. Obviously, I exercised for 5 minutes, but still, I haven't exercised for months now, and I genuinely felt like doing it. And I'm listening to the main character playlist songs, and yesterday I did listen to the main character affirmations, but I'm telling you, I never listen to it fully. Like halfway I just leave it because I'm way too busy and I have so much work to do. One thing that I'm doing every day is that I'm repeating in my head that I'm the main character, I'm the main character. I think yesterday was the first time I realized that I do have more than enough money. And yes, of course, I'm stressed about moving to a different house, and I still haven't found a good house. We did find one, but we still have to like check it out. The rent is way too high, almost double from the rent that I pay in this house. And also, like, you guys wanted to see the house tour of this house, because if you want it, then please comment down below, because I'm going to be moving out soon. So then you won't be able to see this house. I'm really excited to move, but at the same time, I'm also really stressed about it because I don't know, it's unknown. Right now, I'm feeling considerably like less stressed, I would say. I'm kind of unbothered. I'm like, okay, whatever happens, happens. Even if my rent increases, my income will increase with it too. So I don't have any problem. I feel like I'm more positive than before, and I'm romanticizing these little things. And the thing that I told you about, like, my walkway, I notice these houses in my walkway. I literally walk here every day, I would say, almost every day, and I never noticed the snowfall like this before. I feel like these beautiful things were already there in my reality, but I wasn't seeing them, if that makes sense. So now I'm more noticing all these beautiful things. It's not like I'm manifesting these beautiful things to be in my reality. They were already there. I just wasn't looking at them. So I guess my perspective is changing towards life in general. I ate this delicious paratha, you guys. Literally criminals, but they are such green flags for the women. It's like they would kill for them. Literally, they would burn down the world for the women. Therefore, major updates. I hit 20,000 subscribers on my main channel. Wow. Currently 20,200. And on my new channel, 230 subscribers. I am making a lot of money. I am getting money in my comment section in my main channel. Like, really, I didn't even know that I'm helping so many people. So like, money helps me become relaxed, and the more I am relaxed, the more I create, the more I help people. Which brings me to the next thing. It's that I have been having so many creative ideas. I literally have to pull out my phone and write them all down because there are so many in my head. Like, seriously. And also, like, yesterday I was feeling so energized. I filmed so many videos, which is great, because this morning I woke up and turns out I have my period. I know it's TMI and I shouldn't be mentioning it, but it is important because now I can have my rest. Right now I can just, like, relax and not have to worry about, oh, I have to film these videos. I have already filmed so many videos that now I'm just going to sit down and edit them and post them one by one. That's it. In case of my mindset, I've been becoming more and more self-aware. It's that I'll give you one example. I work on social media, okay? I'm self-employed, like I'm my own boss. But at the same time, people don't accept this as much, like people around me, my family and my closest friends, because they are like, you need to get a job, you need to get a stable job which is reliable. And nowadays, none of the jobs are stable or reliable, okay? Like, they can decide one day that, oh, we decide to let you go. Like, And I feel like people don't realize that, and I am not fighting with them, making them realize that hey, this is a legit career and I'm helping so many people and I'm making enough money. Generally, what I do, I try to convince people, but this time what I did is I was like, okay, they are scared actually. They are scared for me because they care about me. And then I was like, when I put the phone down, I was like, okay, they are scared. Which means everyone is you pushed out, right? So I was like, that means that I am scared in some way. And I was like, okay, I'm scared. I'm scared in what way? I'm going to finish my studies very soon. So after that, I need a full-time job. And by that time, I need. I'm scared that I won't be able to get to the target that I'm thinking of, which is like I have to make enough money that equal to a full-time job. Okay, so I was scared about that, and I was like, okay, I'm scared. So what do I actually want? What do I want? So I was like, I want to be accepted. That was that, and it just came to me like this. I was like, okay, I want to be accepted. So I started saying this. I meditated on it a little, but mostly I was just repeating this in my head. I was like, I'm accepted, I'm accepted. I'm accepted the way I am. I'm accepted the way I am. I'm accepted the way I am. And after that, it's like the fear went away. Like, obviously, it has not went away completely, but I feel so much better. Like, I'm 90% there. Obviously, I deserve to be accepted for who I am. I don't have to do so much to be accepted by people. Day 5, everyone. So, yesterday, what happened is I had a major main character meltdown. I remember crying for 1 hour, and I was crying about all the things basically in every area. And I cried and cried, and then I felt better. Also, I felt really inspired to watch a rom-com movie. So I watched a rom-com movie, Leap Year, and that made me realize that everything in her life was also falling apart. And I'm also main character, right? I'm doing the challenge. So I was like, everything in her life was falling apart, and still in the end, she found everything that she was looking for, like literally everything, and the best happy ending ever. That made me realize that my mindset has truly changed. My external circumstances have not, but my internal reality has changed. I would say, like, in my mind, I really believe that I am the main character, and even if everything is falling apart, everything is going to fall into place for me. This happens in wattpad, in movies as well, that the main character is having a hard time and is crying about everything and is like, oh my god, where is my life going? I have no idea. But eventually she ends up finding the right people, she ends up finding the right place, the home in her life, and that's what I'm looking for as well. There are 2 days left. To be honest, I'm not even expecting anything. It's not like in a negative way, but I would say I'm kind of detached. Like, I don't care. I don't care. I know I'm the main character in 7 days or in 14 days, but I'm going to get what I want. Also, I was not in the mood to go anywhere, so my classes got cancelled. That's my tank top. Yesterday also my class got cancelled. Today also my class got cancelled, so I'm manifesting that. Day 6, I really had a moments of clarity yesterday. I watched another movie called Letters to Juliet, and my god, I have watched both of these movies, like Leap Year and Letters to Juliet, I think 4 or 5 years ago. I remembered the story, but when I watched it again, I felt like watching it, and I was like, I want to watch that movie. And I opened my phone, and I have a like Instagram reel of an edit from that movie. I was like, this is a sign I need to watch. So I watched that movie, and then I finished my assignment and did all of my work and all of that. But after I finished watching that movie, I realized that there is parallel between these two movies, right? Leap Year and Letters to Juliet. Both of them have had boyfriends before, and they went on this trip. Like in Letters to Juliet, she goes to Italy, right? And there she meets this other man, and she realizes what she's missing, really. But she does go back to like her current boyfriend, and then she comes back. And I realized that both of them were settling in case of love, because both of them have suffered from trauma, intense trauma from their parents. Like, in Letters to Juliet, her mother left her, and in Leap Year, her father was kind of like non existent, and his mother was also non existent, sort of like not very responsible. So she had to do everything on her own. So they kind of settled for love because they thought this is what they deserved. But then somehow they were at the right time, at the right place, and they found this other guy who was their soulmate. Literally, you can feel it in the movie. And then they realize that, oh, this is what real love looks like. And then they don't settle for it. They break up with their exes and then go back to their soulmate. And this made me realize that circumstances really don't matter, that all of our circumstances are because of our own beliefs, that what we think about ourselves is how the type of people are we surrounded with, if you know what I mean. And simply put, I would say, when you internally change yourself and you go out on this adventure or like move to a different place, like I have moved to a different place, I've moved to another country, another continent, like 1,000 miles away from my home. I've lived my entire life in Ahmedabad, in Gujarat, India, but then I was like, it's time to like move. So I moved here last year. It's been a year since I have been living by myself in Canada, and I've learned a lot of things. But after watching these movies, I realized that it's just a matter of time. Like, you are just settling for average things because you think that's what you deserve. But when you find something, and in case of love, let's take that example. Like when you find someone that treats you the way you deserve, treats you like the queen, someone you feel safe and comfortable with, someone you feel like, okay, I can be vulnerable with this person. I don't have to be guarded. I don't have to protect myself because I know that this person will always take care of myself. So I was like, wow, it's just the reason that we don't open up, it's because we are not with the right people. When we are with the right person, everything flows. Sorry, I'm in a very like self-reflective kind of mood. And yeah, I feel so much better than before. And I just feel like I'm changing. Like internally, I'm changing. I don't know if I'm becoming the main character, but like I'm so much different than before, and I feel like I know myself even more. I feel like I love myself even more. And it's just that even if something bad happens to me or in my life, something goes wrong, I don't blame myself anymore. Like that's the thing, I don't blame myself. I'm like, yeah, I'll make it okay, everything would be okay because I deserve the best. 7, which is our last day. Okay, my god, so much to unpack in here. So the first thing was that my exam results were announced yesterday. I got 90%. I was really happy about that. Another thing happened was my intuitions have become really strong nowadays. See, what happened yesterday was I did finish my assignment 2 days ago, and suddenly, I don't know, yesterday I thought that maybe I should check if everything is okay. I had already submitted it, okay, and I never recheck ever, okay, but yesterday I felt like it. So when I rechecked, I saw that I actually have submitted the wrong assignment, but the due date was 2 days away, so I could change it. So I changed it, and then I emailed the professor that, and the professor said it's okay, it happens. Imagine if I had never checked that, I would have never have known. I never would have known that I submitted the wrong assignment. I would have gotten a 0. But thank God to my intuitions that I checked. Obviously, I'm making money. My business is booming, and everything is going great. But at the same time, I'm getting so many like internal changes which are like hard to explain. I have been really like pressuring myself to achieve certain things for, I think, last 10 or 15 days or so. And I'm a YouTuber, right? So I have to produce content regularly every day. And honestly, I was a bit burnt out. I read all these new books and they all turned out to be great. I had the best time ever. I cooked, as you have seen. So mainly what I did, the last challenge I did about Ho'oponopono prayer, I got so many questions where people were like, how many times you did it, how many. I didn't like see, for first 3 days I had to like make myself believe, because I was getting resistance. Okay, so that's why I listened to that affirmations, which are down in the description box if you want to listen to it. But then I would just ask myself this question, like whenever I was confused about anything, I would be like, okay, what would a main character do? And I would do that. Okay, so I remember having early dinners. I mostly have dinner at 8 p.m. or so, but I used to get dinner at like 6:30 or 7 or so, because I just felt like it. Not that I didn't have ideas, I actually had so many ideas. Yesterday also, throughout the 7 days, I had so many ideas, but I was kind of feeling like I was stuck in a place. But yesterday I felt like, okay, I don't have to wait for certain things to come into my life and then I would be happy, if you know what I mean. Like I would get this amount of subscribers, then I would be happy. I would get this amount of monthly income, then I would be happy. So last night I had this like, epiphany of a sort, and I was like, why am I even waiting for being happy? I can be happy right now. Like, why do I have to wait for success? Success, the definition that keeps on changing for me, because obviously this is what we do, like we set a goal. We are like, okay, I want to make this much money and I want to do this, and after we achieve this, we are like, in 2 seconds we are like, okay, next we are going to do this. We don't take time to celebrate, we don't take time to like appreciate ourselves and be happy. We can be happy while we are working on a goal. Okay, we don't have to wait for it to materialize. And that's what all my manifestation fam, I want to tell you that, okay, what I did to do this whole main character thing is, for the first 3-4 days it was kind of hard for me, especially the first 3 days, because I didn't believe that I was the main character. Okay, so that's why I listened to the main character playlist, those songs, and I listened to the main character affirmations. I listened to it for 3 days, and after that I didn't have to listen to it. It wasn't that I believed in it, to be honest, but I just kind of, whatever I did, I just asked myself, okay, what would a main character do? And I already know how a main character behaves, which was, I explained in the introduction, everything, like what she wears and how she behaves, what is her mindset, how people look at her, and all of that stuff. So I only asked myself these questions for the rest of 4 days. I was like, what would a main character do? And I felt like watching a movie, so I would watch a movie. Like, I was not going to tell myself that, oh, I have 3 assignments or whatever. But I actually did finish my assignment before due date also. Like right now I have finished all my assignments, and tonight is the due date, and I have all these free time. I had the time of my life. Whenever I was hungry, I would eat, because what would a main character do? Why would I wait for a certain time? I don't know why I do that. Internally, I had so many changes. I think I'm in a much better place. I feel more peaceful with myself. I'm more satisfied with myself. I'm not constantly like, berating myself, you have to do this, be productive, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm just doing what a main character would do, and what I felt like doing, really. Like following my own heart. As cheesy as it sounds, that's the thing. Like, that's what I am going to do in my content as well. I'm like, yeah, whatever I feel like it, I'm going to post. This is my channel. I don't have to check what is trending in this moment, like what is viral or whatever. I never do that. So it's just like following your own heart. And also you can use Chatgpt for this. Like you can understand a main character properly. Like, okay, you can ask those questions, like how would a main character behave? How would a main character stand up in a situation? Like, I remember I stood up for myself as well. I didn't want to go somewhere. I was not feeling well, so I was like, I'm not going to go. And I had a upfront conversation. What I would generally do, I would be like, oh, I don't want to hurt them or whatever, and they would feel bad, and I would say I started putting myself first. You know what I mean? And everything started happening on its own. I didn't have to like force myself. For the first 3-4 days, yes, I had to, and that's why I was constantly listening to the affirmations as well. But then it kind of became easier and easier. Also, my skin has gotten better. You can see this, like here there are still some spots, and here, but this side is clear. Obviously, because I have been regularly doing skincare. that cream that I talked about in day one. I was like, see, what would a main character do at night? A main character would have a nighttime skincare routine. So I stuck to it for 7 days, and I am going to stick to it from now onwards as well. I'm also not worried about the house situation anymore because I'm like, I'm a main character. What would a main character do? A main character would always find a best house at the best location at the best price, just by chance, like she doesn't have to do anything. So I'm like, why am I even worried? Because everything is going to be okay. So that's why I'm kind of feeling at peace about it. You guys, we found the house. It is even less rent than the house I live in, and it is very airy, spacious. It is in a very like heart of the city. The connectivity is amazing, like I can go anywhere, and it is very like bustling, kind of like city. Also has a huge window. I'm so happy. During this challenge, I got 20,000 subscribers on my main channel. Right now, I think I have 20,100 or something. And on this channel, I hit 220 subscribers or something, which is amazing because it's only been 1 month since I started this channel, and I've posted 4 long videos only. Like, that is completely unheard of. Like, I already went viral in less than a month. In less than a month, you guys. This is main character energy. Also, in case of everything, I've been manifesting things like this. Like, my life has become easy. All right. So I didn't want to go to class, so my class got cancelled. I was waiting for the bus. So when I was waiting for the bus, there was no snowfall. It was like clear weather, not that cold. And when I got inside the bus, heavy snowfall started. Heavy snowfall, you guys. And when I got out of the bus, when I had to get out of the bus to, walk to my house, the snowfall kind of became very slow and like pretty beautiful. Okay, you guys, did you guys love this challenge? And if you have any other challenge for me that you feel like this is interesting, or any meditation that you want to try and want me to try first, so that you could see the effects it has on my life, and then you can try as well, you can get inspired. So yeah, if you have any thoughts, opinions, anything that you were surprised by, then you can comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back soon. Have a great day. Bye.